Hello, everybody. Today, I have a challenge for you. Today, I want you to think of someone you know who lives in a nursing home or an assisted living or senior or special needs housing situation. And I want you to reach out to them and I want you to check in with them. Then, I want you to commit to doing this on a regular basis. Here's why. People living in nursing homes and assisted senior or special needs living situations are under a quarantine that is different from the rest of us sheltering in place in our homes. Some of us working, some of us not, some of us going to the grocery store, some of us not. People living in these special situations are some of the most vulnerable in our society. People with compromised immune systems and seniors. And so what they've done to keep them safe in all of these different places is they've really gone on lockdown. So, for instance, first of all, they can no longer go to a common dining room to eat. They have their meals served to them more often than not in their rooms, alone. They're no longer able to take classes or gather in groups, but instead can stand in the door to their room and talk to other people across the hall. They're no longer able to have visitors come in person, and so what they need to do is to have people come and visit them on the other side of a glass window to spend any kind of time with them. The experience of isolation is intense and devastating. You know, we as species are a communal people. We are relational. We are meant to be with each other. We derive so much meaning in life from our interactions with other people. And when you take that away, it puts us in a very precarious and fragile position. I was on a conference call with Reverend Sarah Lund from Indiana and Reverend Shernell Edney Stilley from New York, and they were talking about the effects on our mental health in the midst of a pandemic. And in a very general way, they shared three things that I received a lot of wisdom from, and I want to share that with you as well. First of all, people who are living through an extended period of stress and trauma, such as during a pandemic where you have to shelter in place, social isolation, social distancing, not being able to gather with your support group, with your family, with your friends, is you lose the ability to think clearly. And this is really devastating. Two, you lose the ability to regulate your moods. And then, three, you lose the ability to maintain healthy relationships. And you know, they say that 50% of all people are experiencing a mental health challenge right now. And when you think about the most vulnerable of us who are under even stricter lockdown and sheltering in place rules, such as people living in nursing homes and assisted senior or special needs housing, they need us, right? Now, you may not think that you know someone who is living in a nursing home or in a assisted living, special needs, or senior housing situation. And if you can't think of anybody, then ask around. Because if it's not a member of your own family or a friend that you have or a member of your church, then I guarantee you someone else you know has a grandparent or a parent or a family member or a friend who lives in assisted living. It takes nothing to get their address and to send them a card or to call them. Or if they do text an email, send them a text or an email and then make it a regular basis. Be there to listen. Be there to be a part of their lives. Be there to be a part of the human connection to the outside world that they are suffering with not having at this time. If you do this, I promise you, you will be doubly blessed. You will get so much more than whatever you may give to those in need and suffering with isolation in the midst of this pandemic in our nursing homes and our assisted senior and special needs housing. Do it. See what happens. I promise you it will be amazing. You want to make the world a better place? This is your chance. So go. Do good. Love others. My name is Pastor Rob, and this is our 5-minute meditation. Holy Trinity Community Church. Together, we are the difference.